Hello, everybody, and welcome to Baxter Arena, the site of tonight's M2 matchup between the Iowa Demon Hawks and the Omaha Kings. My name is John Schreiner. We'll be guiding you through the action here tonight, an all-important early season tilt between Iowa and Omaha. The Omaha Kings come in at 0-3-1 tonight, having lost their first four, and one of those, the opening game of the season, the overtime loss, the only point in the standings for the Kings this season. This is the season opener, though, for the Iowa Demon Hawks. So a team that's starting their slate a little bit later than everyone else. Every other team in the division has played at least 2 games at this point. So the Demon Hawks are behind the curve on starting the season. But that is probably not much concern for the team that went 10-1-1 with a plus 146 goal differential last season. The Demon Hawks won the North Division and made it a deep run into the national tournament. So they will be looking to repeat that feat as they open their campaign here in 2026 in Omaha. For the Kings, they need a turnaround. They lost on opening day right here in this building to the Iowa Raptors 5-4 in overtime. They then went to Cedar Rapids and lost 9-4 the following weekend to the Raptors. And the Kings came off a 2-game set last weekend with the Wichita Wings, 2 weekends ago when they went to Wichita, losing 6-5 and 8-2 to drop their record to 0-3-1. So Manny VL and company will be looking to scratch the win column for the first time here this season. And the Demon Hawks will be looking to prevent that and start their season off on the right foot. Here are the starting lineups for the two teams. First for the Iowa Demon Hawks. In goal, Rainer House-Perez. And in the field, Eddie Martinez, Janderson Pereira, Vitor Santos, Lincoln Borges, and Kike Ribeiro. For the Omaha Kings, in goal tonight will be the regular goalkeeper for Omaha, Efren Flores. And the rest of the lineup for the Kings will look as such. To open the match, it will be Manny Lira at forward. In the midfield, Ali Sodal and Guilherme Alencar. On the back line, Morgan Penn and Murilo Cerulli. Those are the starting lineups for both teams. We've got 15 minutes on the clock, and we are underway here for Omaha. Quickly taken kickoff as Omaha in the black and light blue attack the goal to the left. Demon Hawks in possession now, moving it out of the back, up the far wall. Murilo Cerulli charging ahead, gets a toe on it. Kike Ribeiro came off him last out of play. And we'll get a restart here for the Kings. Morgan Penn sends it across to the near side. Murilo Cerulli wearing the captain's armband. Back to Flores. He sends it deep ahead. And Manny Lira unable to get on the end of it. House-Perez able to collect it. Demon Hawks look to work out of the back. There's Alejandro Corona. Corona with space, gliding through the midfield. And the shot comes in from distance off the foot of Vitor Santos and out of play. Wichita Wings are the top team in the Midwest Division right now, 3-0. They've won all 3 of their opening matches. Demon Hawks, of course, last year's division champs. After a reshuffling of the divisions as the Kings are added back into the M2 ranks. Change for the Kings. Danny Zuckweiler in at the target forward position. Played out of the back by Alencar. Nascimento on the back of Zuckweiler, back to Penn. Penn plays it across field. Gabby Gallardo was running on. Played back to the keeper, House-Perez. Demon Hawks look for a way through. It's off the foot of Joao Victor. July by Vinny Braga. There's Leo Mejia. Jimenez dumps it into the corner. Zuckweiler. Zuckweiler back to the middle, looking for a runner. Didn't have it. Gallardo with the touch. Got it up the wall. Turning back inside, Janderson Pereira. Over to the far side now. Low, scuffy shot canceled out. Vinny Braga, dangerous opportunity for Pereira. Joao Victor. Good touch around Mejia. Mejia puts a hand on his shoulder, and a foul is given. Very clear shove by Leo Mejia. Change coming for the Demon Hawks is Lincoln Borges checking back in. Leonardo Espinosa, fresh off the bench, first time, delivers. What a strike, Leonardo Espinosa. My word, a blistering strike from Espinosa, ends up in the top corner. Nothing Efren Flores could do about it except watch and feel the pain of surrendering the first goal of the season for the Demon Hawks. Espinosa with a lightning bolt. 1-0. Demon Hawks in front. Can the Kings find an answer? Ali Sodal finds Morgan Penn. Dumped into the corner. Manny Lira trying to chase it down. House Perez gets to it. Borges using his keeper. Efren Flores over to Morgan Penn. Pushed ahead. Manny Lira trying to get ahead on it. Could not. Cerulli back to help out. And a foul given. Cerulli will check out. So it all plays it back to Penn. Long ball ahead off Kike Ribeiro, out of bounds again. But it's a three-line pass whistled against Omaha, so it comes all the way back. And in MASL rules, a ball cannot pass 3 lines from the defensive third all the way without a touch. Off the free kick, comes across the field. Kings with numbers, Kings with space. Alan Carr into the attacking third. Lays it off for Sodal. Sodal trying to cross it out in front. Tripped over the ball and the man, and it comes out to House Perez. Quickly distributed up the near side. Cutting to the inside, Joao Victor. Victor back to the middle. Too short for the intended receiver, and Guillermo Alan Carr able to intercept. Mejia fresh off the bench, dumps it ahead for Zuckweiler. Zuckweiler on the turn, and the turning volley. Foul given. And on the quick restart, the goal's given! Taken quickly by Josue Jimenez. Demon Hawks caught napping. They were not set up. Nobody standing on the ball to prevent this shot from being taken. Jimenez dumps it into the corner. It's 1-1. What a wild start to this match. A laser beam into the top corner by Leonardo Espinosa, followed by a very weird goal credited to Josue Jimenez. Here we go. Manny Lira picks up the loose ball, takes the shot across the face of goal, comes off the backside of House Perez. That's flicked off the side of the wall, stays in play. Gabby Gallardo across field to Manny Lira. He missed his first touch, turned it over. Turned right back over, and Lira again misses the first touch, gets back on it. Lira twisting away from the wall, has it stripped. Janderson Pereira turns it back over to Leo Mejia. Now Mejia in space in the middle of the pitch. Leading scorer from last season for the Kings. Can he find a lane? He had one, but couldn't direct it on frame. Cerulli comes flying through, and then he's pushed from behind. And a foul given against Iowa Demon Hawks. Sodal takes the free kick. Zuckweiler trying to outposition Ribeiro, could not. And then Espinoza charged into from behind by Vinny Braga. And that's a foul. A lot of fouls given early on here. Officials are calling this one pretty tight. Lincoln Borges. Victor. Victor cutting onto the left foot. Twisting away. Borges. Espinoza trying to set up in the penalty area. Gets it away. Shot from distance right into the arms of Efren Flores. Guilherme Pereira couldn't get it past the Kings keeper. And now the long outlet to Ali Sodal. Sodal back across the face. Jimenez was there. Pass was too far in front for him. And then flying in with the tackle, Caio Brito whistled for the foul. Both teams go to the bench. Ribeiro. Victor. Good stab, Guilherme Alencar. Manny Lira wants to attack. Lira past one defender, lays it out in front. Alencar couldn't get it below the bar. Manny Lira with a beautiful display of dribbling. Alencar couldn't get enough on it to keep it down. Still 1-1. Ribeiro chips it in. Efren Flores keeps his feet inside the zone. Rolled out to Morgan Penn. Penn ahead for Zuckweiler. Zuckweiler in the corner. Twisting away. Zuckweiler. Back to Alencar. Alencar. Penn. Penn stepping up. Plays it off the end wall. Leo Mejia lost control. Cerulli charged into. He's tripped over. Kept alive by Janderson Pereira. His pass finds the feet of Eddie Martinez, who blasts one into Efren Flores. Play settles down for the moment as we approach the halfway point of this first quarter. A match level, 1 apiece. Alencar lets it run. Nice turn. Faces up on the defender. Keeps his footing. Alencar. Zuckweiler. Sliding challenge from Ribeiro. Keeps it from the feet of Zuckweiler, who was staring at a gaping goal mouth. Now officials' time. As a timeout called before the restart. 1 apiece here halfway through the first. Goal scorers Leonardo Espinoza for Iowa Demon Hawks. Josue Jimenez on the sneaky free kick for Omaha. It was such an interesting play because normally when you have a stoppage like that, you'll have an opposing player come up and stand right in front of the ball and not move until they are asked to. Nobody from Iowa did that. Jimenez just had a direct look into the corner of the goal. Demon Hawks were not ready to deal with that. Jimenez just sent it in. Almost a freebie given to the home team. And at this point of the season, with the record being what it is, Omaha will take anything you're giving. So out of the timeout, it's a restart from the wall for Omaha. Vinny Braga will do the honors. He sends it across to Leo Mejia. Mejia squares up, takes it toward the corner, lost possession. Demon Hawks with numbers. Played across, kept out by Braga. Good defending. Put himself in the right position. Jimenez. Gallardo. Jimenez, Mejia, Braga. Josue Jimenez gives it back to Braga. Kings with a nice spell of possession. Lira flicked inside, Braga, back to Gallardo. Gallardo's outside of the foot effort was not quite good enough over the end wall. And we'll restart from there. Both teams will use substitutions. House Perez lays it off for Corona. Corona up ahead. Victor. House Perez missed the touch. Penn stayed on the front foot, putting pressure on the Demon Hawks goalkeeper. Now help comes in the form of Manny Lira. 3 black jerseys around it, but somehow House Perez able to escape the danger. Ali Sodal sticks a foot out. Stops Joao Victor's advance and then commits a foul. .547 remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Vitor Santos. Santos wants to square it up. His shot was skewed, and then the rebound headed directly into the arms of Efren Flores. Brito, nice turn along the wall, but his pass won't go through. Brito in some trouble, gives it away to his keeper. Suckweiler posting up, trying to hold position on Ribeiro. Gets it out of traffic, finds Josue Jimenez. Jimenez chipping it forward, too short. Turned over. Here come the Demon Hawks with numbers. Santos, but his angled pass was too far in front of the recipient. Ribeiro beats Zuckweiler to the ball. Turns it over. Espinoza lays it back for Corona. Corona into the path of Martinez. Martinez waiting for a substitute, holds it. Corona. Pereira. Played ahead, and a foul given. Janderson Pereira hit the turf. Josue Jimenez protesting the call to no avail. It's a free kick to Demon Hawks. Espinoza, the goal scorer for Iowa Demon Hawks. Another big rip from Espinoza. That one stopped by Flores, but it's cleared out of play from the defensive third, and a dangerous attack upcoming for the Demon Hawks. Espinoza, we've already seen what he can do. He will stand off to the side. Espinoza, shot saved. What a quick reaction by Efren Flores. And Leonardo Espinoza for Demon Hawks is looking like the danger man right now. That results in a corner for Iowa. Demon Hawks in the yellow kits tonight. Quickly taken. Borges. Nascimento. Played it through the penalty area. Back to the corner spot. Turning shot comes off the wall. Nascimento back on it and clips it up and over. 4 minutes even left on the first quarter game clock. Still level at 1 apiece. Leo Mejia. Penn. Flores. Angled pass. Misplayed. Creates an opportunity for Iowa. Anderson Pereira. It back for Borges. Martinez gives it back to Borges. Forward, Pereira. Pereira turning. His shot was blocked. Cerulli can't get it free. Another turning shot. Alan Carr was in the way this time. Demon Hawks putting that Kings back line under pressure. Morgan Penn up ahead for Lira. Lira facing up on Nascimento. Has to retreat to Sodal. Cerulli. Cerulli. Great pass ahead for Alan Carr. Alan Carr trying to turn. Cerulli retreating. We'll use the keeper. Flores. Passed it into danger, and now it's going down the other way. Flores has to track back and slide. That was an ill-thought pass from Efren Flores. Sodal, good cross-field ball. Jimenez, and Manny Lira was on the post but couldn't direct it in. Lira turns off the front of the wall. Jimenez tracking it to the corner. Sodal, good shielding. Sodal stops the ball, pulls it back. Drops it off for Braga. Braga beaten to it by Espinosa and then gets a foot to it. Espinosa rolling across the turf, trying to sell the foul. He was not rewarded. Dumped ahead. Josue Jimenez playing it off the wall, and Sodal comes through with the volley that's just high. Good effort from Jimenez to put Rainier House Perez under pressure and force the punch out, but Sodal's effort stayed up and over. Still 1-1 with 1:47 to go in the first. House Perez to restart for the Demon Hawks. He finds Corona. Corona looking for a way around Sodal. Uses the keeper and gets it back. Good work from Corona. Gets it ahead to Espinosa. Hassled by Penn. Espinosa hits the turf. Corona finds Victor. Back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro sent wide. Now back inside to Ribeiro. Played through to Espinosa. He clips it for the corner. Sodal providing the defense, puts it up and out. And that's another clearance from the defensive third that ends up out of play. Another opportunity for Demon Hawks with 1:04 to go. And we know Leonardo Espinosa can put it in the top corner. He's done it already. Espinosa approaching the ball. Hard shot off the wall. Comes back to him. He'll use his keeper to reset. Under a minute to play now, first quarter. Flipped ahead Espinosa off his head. Looking for Ribeiro. Morgan Penn wins it. Lira. Outlet to Sodal. Gallardo making the run. Got just a touch on it. House Perez was there. Eddie Martinez passed one, but not past the second. Now plays it up the wall. Good burst of speed from Martinez. Penn breaks up the attack, and here's Zuckweiler leaving it for Sodal. Played across, Murillo Cerulli. Cerulli in space, looking. Cerulli tried to lay it off for Gallardo with 20 seconds to go. Now he gets it back off the wall. Gallardo has his pocket picked. Janderson Pereira, shot from distance. He tumbles over. Ball out of play. And what's the decision here? 8.8 seconds to go. Flores wants a goalkeeper restart, and that's what he will get. Some conversation going on, and now we're ready for the final 8 seconds. Flores, the long throw out. Headed back the other way, knocked down by Braga. And the first quarter horn sounds. And we've got 15 minutes in the books here at Baxter Arena. A goal each way in the opening frame, tightly contested. We'll see what the second quarter brings when we come back. 1-1 between Omaha Kings and Iowa Demon Hawks. Just ahead of the start of the second quarter here from Baxter Arena, 1-1 between the Omaha Kings and Iowa Demon Hawks. Want to give a special shout out to the sponsors who make this possible. First, Hotel Indigo, a boutique hotel experience right in the heart of downtown Omaha, featuring 90 stylish rooms, including a meeting and event space, a hidden speakeasy, and their newly opened restaurant, 3 Card Monte. Also, Accident Care and Treatment Center, the official rehabilitation partner of the Omaha Kings and Queens, Jaffrey Insurance and Financial Services, and Capelli Sport, the official kit provider of the Omaha Kings and Queens. 15 minutes on the clock, 1-1 on the scoreboard. Kings and Demon Hawks getting ready to finish out this first half. Espinoza got the scoring started, but Jose Jimenez with the alert quick start on the free kick gave Omaha the goal that leveled it. And here we go. Demon Hawks with the kickoff. Playing it back to the keeper. Nascimento pushes it ahead for Pereira. Pereira, turning shot, got it by Flores! It didn't look like much, but the expert finish into the bottom corner by Janderson Pereira has put the Demon Hawks in front, just as they did in the first. They strike first in the second. And this is the first match of the new season for Demon Hawks. They were the odd team out when it came to the scheduling to start the season. Turned over, and a push in the back from Manny Lira on Eddie Martinez is whistled. Espinoza got some thunder in the boots. Lines up the free kick. Lays this off. The shot comes in. Morgan Penn came skewed off his foot, up and out. It'll be a corner kick to Demon Hawks. To the top for Espinoza. Pereira, crossfield to Ribeiro. And Murillo Cerulli caught one in the throat, went to the turf and won the foul. Flores sends it to the corner. Alan Carr trying to win it, comes off for Mejia. Mejia back to Cerulli. Cerulli with a nice touch. Mejia retreats to the keeper. Morgan Penn up the wall. Alan Carr around one. Can't get around the second. No call given. He wanted it. But Martinez was legal. Cerulli flipped ahead. Mejia couldn't control it. Alan Carr. Lira. Lira tried to go for the nutmeg pass. It didn't come off. It's out of play. And the Kings want the clearance out of play rule. They won't get it. They say it was touched outside the attacking third for Omaha, so no such luck, and quickly taken the other way. Demon Hawks. And after the step over, Joao Victor could never get another touch on it. Easy pickings for Flores. Morgan Penn playing it ahead, looking for Gabby Galloto coming off the bench, and Penn guilty of a shove in the back on Espinoza. Ribeiro. Robert Amaro into Espinoza. Comes off the wall, Zuckweiler. Jimenez flicked it back. Put Morgan Penn in a bit of trouble. And then a foul given against Espinoza. 2-1 the lead for Demon Hawks. Just seconds into this second quarter, the tally. Turning shot gave Efren Flores a little bit of trouble. Collects and distributes down to the opposite end for the goalkeeper, House Perez. Ribeiro trying to get out of trouble, and that is out of play from the defensive third, no doubt. The attacking opportunity upcoming for the Kings. Ali Sodal standing over it. Now he steps away. Murillo Cerulli. Cerulli, heel flick. Down into the corner for Galloto. Galloto plays it all the way back to the keeper. Lira. Long pass attempt was blocked. Flicked on. Galloto leaves it for Jimenez. Jimenez's shot. And House Perez had to put a hand to it. It's out for a Kings corner. 11.5 to play here in the second. Kings chasing a goal. Sodal lays it off. Lira played it off the inside of the post and came right back to him. Oh, it was so close to leveling the score. Lira around the corner, trying to get by Ribeiro. Sliding challenge expertly done by Ribeiro, and then he beats another defender. Eddie Martinez bringing it up the wall. Crossfield pass just out in front. Amaro plays it in deep. Cerulli got into the path. Gallardo played forward, now comes back to Cerulli. Ali Sodal. Sodal shot! Just up and wide. Ali Sodal with an opportunity. The Kings are threatening. They're falling behind on the early goal here in the second quarter. Like they're right back in it. Joao Victor lost out, and then Josue Jimenez drew the contact for the foul. Brendan Flannel headed back in. He had Flores beat, but not the post. Zuckweiler tackled to the turf by Nascimento. Morgan Penn on the free kick. Rolls it into the corner. Zuckweiler posting up. Back to Jimenez. Jimenez all the way back to Penn. Mejia. Again, looking to get it into Zuckweiler in the corner. Unable to do so. Espinoza, now it's knocked down into the corner for Victor. Victor, Joao Victor puts it in. Deadly counterattacking football from the Iowa Demon Hawks. Omaha caught forward, and Joao Victor made it pay. 9:46 to go in the second. Demon Hawks 3, Kings 1. Three goals, three different goal scorers for the visitors on their opening night. Espinoza, Pereira, and Victor. And now the Kings really need a goal. Alencar with a scuffy shot. Turns it over. Ribeiro racing up the wall. Turning back inside for Espinoza. Pereira. Corona. Back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro looking for Corona. Pereira. Back to Ribeiro. Demon Hawks being very patient. 2-goal lead and possession. Vitor Santos. Corona lays it off for Pereira out in front. Good passage of play, but it all comes to nothing. Sodal back the other way for the Kings. Sodal around one. Sodal with one more in front. The shot came off the inside of the post and stayed out. Manny Lira providing the press, winning it back high up the pitch. Trying to turn inside, lays it back for Cerulli. Cerulli dumps it into the corner for Sodal. Off the end board and comes out clean. Brendan Flannel. Jimenez looking for Lira. Lira, tangle of legs with Ribeiro. Jimenez comes out with the ball. Jimenez, the shot saved by House Perez. Rough and tumble game so far. A lot of bodies have hit the floor. Loose ball comes out to Sodal. Back to Sodal off the foot of Lira. And then the turning shot from Josue Jimenez is up and out. And a timeout taken by Omaha with 7:11 to go here in the second. Iowa Demon Hawks 3, Omaha Kings 1. Little check of the stats. Shots are 9-5 in favor of the Demon Hawks. And they have scored the last two in this match. It was 1-1 at the first quarter break. Up next for the Kings, they'll be back to action tomorrow night against Minnesota Blizzard right here. It's the second in a stretch of 4 straight home games for the Kings. They'll be back to action on this 21st of February against Iowa Raptors, and then on the 1st of March against Minnesota Blizzard before 3 away games. After tonight, it's a 2-game set with Minnesota Blizzard at home at the end of the month for Iowa Demon Hawks. So still, they'll play their first game and then wait 2 weeks before their second. They'll get back-to-back nights with Minnesota Blizzard in Des Moines on the 30th and 31st of January. Again, Demon Hawks were North Division champions last year, and after the reshuffling of the divisions with the addition of the Kings back into the fold in M2, it's a new division featuring Wichita Wings, Iowa Raptors. Of course, these two teams, along with Minnesota Blizzard. The Wings currently at 3-0 and a plus 15 goal differential. The Raptors are also 3-0, but their goal differential just plus 7. So right now, top of the table belongs to Wichita Wings. Demon Hawks will certainly have something to say about that, you would imagine. Back to action. 7 minutes even left in the first half. Played back to Nascimento. Borges under pressure, gets it away to Nascimento. He's got space. He'll take it. Nascimento into the attacking half, gives it up to Victor. Joao Victor nearly got it underneath Efren Flores, came back to him off the rebound, and finally cleared out, but it touched the wall first. That is not the clearance out of play from your defensive third. It did touch the wall. It has to go straight out of play for it to be that free kick restart inside the area. Zuckweiler wins it back for the Kings, and he's pulled back by the shirt by Espinoza. That's a foul. Morgan Penn sends it in. Total was giving chase. He'll win it on the rebound. But a missed touch by Alan Carr sends the Kings back the other way. Flores plays it through the middle, And that was dangerous. Turned it right over to Eddie Martinez when he was well out of his goal mouth. Fortunately, from a Kings perspective, Martinez couldn't hit the target. Under 6 to go, second quarter. Zuckweiler's header. Nascimento plays it ahead for Pereira. Pereira in space, he's got numbers. Pereira waiting, gives it to Nascimento. The shot comes in, saved by Flores on the rebound. Flores able to recover and collect on the ground. Oh, what a shot from Nascimento. Just a better save from Efren Flores. Manny Lira turning himself along the wall, creating space. Lira in a physical battle as it plucked off his foot. And Lira comes flying in on the sliding challenge. Alencar can't control. And it's turned over. Here come the Demon Hawks. Eddie Martinez trying to play it inside. It was blocked away by Braga. Alencar. Alencar cutting to the inside, shoved off his feet. Foul given. Ali Sodal over to Cerulli. Cerulli deep in the corner, tried to roll it around the wall. House Perez was there. Sent all the way down the pitch. That's a 3-line pass. It'll come back. Sodal to take. He hits straight at the goal mouth and it comes off the corner. Oh, he hit the upper 90 a little bit too sweetly. And it stayed out. How many times? Inside of the post, outside of the post, in the corner. Omaha denied by the frame of the goal at least 3 times already in this one. 4:05 to go in the second. 3-1 lead for the Demon Hawks. And a forearm shiver to the throat by Morgan Penn results in a foul call. Espinoza couldn't control it off his head. Penn lays it into the path of Gallardo. Ribeiro was there first. Espinoza now for Demon Hawks, trying to get it free. Played into the middle. Sodal cleans it up. Cerulli to Penn. Flores through the middle. Sodal. Sodal turns, takes the space, gets it away to Cerulli. Cerulli back to Sodal. Sodal right in front of goal, lays it off. The shot headed in! Brian Arellano on beautiful ball movement by the Kings. Tic-a-taca, 1, 2, 3. Tic-tac-toe. 3-2. What a beautiful team goal by Omaha Kings. Brian Arellano just happened to be there to finish it off. But I defy you to find a more beautiful team goal than that in the league this season. Jonathan Cuadros gets it ahead to Espinoza. The deficit halved. The shot from distance is well wide off the foot of Alejandro Corona. I know we don't have the ability to show replays, but I would love to watch that one a couple of more times. That was absolutely stunning. Leo Mejia. turned over. Pereira. Corona. Nacimiento. Nacimiento charging up the wall, cutting to the inside. Has it taken away by Jimenez. Alan Carr in space. Alan Carr charging forward, shoots it off the end wall, comes right back out to Zuckweiler. He missed his first time attempt. Alan Carr now with it. Alan Carr retreats to Flannel. Flannel's pass errant. Corona. Nacimiento. And he bypassed Corona to go back to his keeper. Ribeiro lays it down the wall. Janderson Pereira doing battle with Flannel. Flicked into the corner. Blue card upcoming. And who will serve it? It's Caio Brito. So a 2-minute power play. Caio Brito is sent to the sin bin. Shown the blue card with 1:29 to go in the second. And a power play now for Demon Hawks, holding a 1-goal lead. Borges gives it back to Pereira, now into the corner for Janderson Pereira. Back to Borges. Borges over to Pereira. Pereira back to Borges. Borges the shot blocked by Penn. Ali Sodal trying to win it. Doing battle with Guilherme Pereira. Switched over to the far side, now back to the middle, near side, Janderson Pereira. Played into the corner, Espinoza couldn't keep the header down, and what's the call? I think it's going to be a corner. They'll say that Efren Flores did touch it before it crossed the wall. Corner kick with 1:22 to go in the power play. Espinoza leaves it behind for Borges. Borges the shot, blocked by Flores. Espinoza on the rebound, stopped by Flores. Guilherme Pereira, back to Borges. Guilherme Pereira to Janderson Pereira. Borges. Pereira into the corner, the shot, Flores couldn't keep it out. Ball movement supreme on the power play, puts the Demon Hawks back in front by 2. It's 4-2. It's another goal for Janderson Pereira. That ends the power play time at 24.4 seconds remaining in the second. Demon Hawks take advantage of the man advantage. Sodal knocks it down. Lira picks up the loose ball, waits for the defender, shoots it off the end wall. Doesn't come off kindly for anybody in black and blue. With 7 seconds left, Sodal blocks the shot from Joao Victor. Espinoza, as the horn sounds, blasts it up into the netting. And that does it for half number 1 here from Baxter Arena. Omaha Kings late in the second had drawn back to within a goal on a beautiful team-oriented attack. But the Demon Hawks get a late power play and make it pay, and they hold the 4-2 lead after 30 minutes. Halftime is here in Omaha. We'll be back with the start of the second half in about 15 minutes. Teams back out on the pitch ahead of the start of the second half here in Omaha, Nebraska, Baxter Arena. Iowa Demon Hawks, Omaha Kings. 4-2 the score, the visitors in front. And here is how we got to that point. 2 goals from Janderson Pereira, and Leonardo Espinoza and Joao Victor added tallies for the Demon Hawks. The 2 goals for Omaha have come from Josue Jimenez and Brian Arellano. And it looks like the Kings are going to be changing goalkeepers. Tariq Ganga, who's played in the last 3, he's allowed 23 and made 21 saves in the last 3 games for the Kings. He will be coming in to start here in the second half. My name is John Schreiner. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of M2 soccer here in the Midwest Division. Kings and Demon Hawks getting set to do it. Kings in the black and teal. Demon Hawks in the yellow and black. Starting lineups back on the field for both sides. And it looks as though we are set to go. Sodal trying to get it down quickly from the kickoff. Had it denied by Espinoza. Murillo Cerulli pushed ahead for Manny Lira. Lira facing up on Ribeiro. Wants to go to the corner. Lira shoved off it by the strong body of Ribeiro. That's out of play. It'll be a restart for Omaha. Sodal. Lira played across the face of goal. Cerulli on the rebound, right into the arms of House Perez. Quickly sent the other way. Espinoza in the corner. Hassled by Cerulli. Lays it off to Martinez. Martinez, the shot. Cerulli came through to block it. Knocked down by Lira. Lira flicks it to himself. Alencar. Sodal. Penn. Across for Cerulli. Now to the goalkeeper, Ganga. Ahead for Lira. Lira played it off the wall out front of goal. And Santos able to clear. Alencar leaves it for Lira. Jimenez for Sodal. Morgan Penn. Espinoza was in the way. Kings have had a long spell of possession. Penn into the corner. Zuckweiler fresh into the match. Puts it back for Galloto. His cross didn't come off, and it's sent all the way back down to the other end. Ganga finds an outlet in Braga. Now Sodal. Jimenez. Galloto. Sodal. Kings being very patient. Sodal. I've gotten away with a shirt tug there. Gets it to Ganga. Ganga up ahead to Zuckweiler. Zuckweiler lets it run. And all the way through to House Perez. Haroldo Campos. To Guilherme Pereira. Pushed ahead to the other Pereira. And he charges into the back of Danny Zuckweiler. Foul given. Almost 3 minutes into this third quarter, still 4-2. Demon Hawks out front. Tariq Ganga. Alencar tracking it in the corner. Nascimento on his back, now joined by Pereira. Trying to work out of there, couldn't, and it ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper, House Perez. Rafael Nacimiento to play it ahead. Zuckweiler on the recovery run. Is it off the wall? Cerulli. Excuse me. That is rather Kyle Brito. Brendan Flannel. Brito. Lira. Lira into the corner. Good defending from the Demon Hawks. They've been solid for most of the night. And they'll go to the bench for a change. Cerulli heads it back in. Lira had some space. Tried the turning volley, but it wouldn't stay down. And the goalkeeper restart. Jonathan Cuadros gives it away. Headed down, Espinoza, nobody on him. Espinoza's volley is stopped by Ganga. And Espinoza hit the deck, pleading for a foul. He did not hear his pleas answered. Espinoza charges Lira off the ball. Comes back to the Kings now. Crossfield ball for Sodal. Sodal caught between defenders. Ribeiro wins it back. And Cuadros around to one defender. Espinoza. Borges. Santos. Santos pushes it into the corner. Ariano able to get there ahead of Amaro. And now a quick outlet to Flannel. Drop back to Alan Carr. Alan Carr. A long touch. Ate up too much space. Loose ball comes back to Sodal. Cerulli. Morgan Penn. Penn. Ganga bringing it forward. Cerulli lets it run into the corner. House Perez, clear. Under 10 to go here in the third quarter, a fast-moving quarter. Penn turns it over. Campos racing through the middle of the pitch, gives it away to Espinoza. Espinoza on the shot, buries it in the side netting. Espinoza, he has been the danger man all night long and pays off the danger once again. His second tally of the match makes it 5-2. Haroldo Campos with a great individual effort to bring it through the middle of the pitch and find Espinoza, who puts it away. And the Kings now trail by 3 at home. Zuckweiler in the corner. Off the wall to himself. Backing in. Laid off. Braga couldn't get much on it. Clipped free momentarily. Santos got it loose. Pereira. João Victor. Victor, quick feet. Leaves it for Borges. Nacimiento. Santos. Santos driving to the corner. And then a foul given as Josue Jimenez was all over the back of Janderson Pereira. Officials were not ready to start play. Here's João Victor. Back to Borges. Now Victor again. Victor. Played it into the penalty area, but nobody home. Clipped out, knocked down, flicked ahead. Into the corner. Lira running on, got his head to it, kept his feet. Lays it back. No shot coming. Lira off the wall, back out in front. Morgan Penn on the volley. Couldn't keep it down. And now a timeout taken with 7:57 to go in the third. Demon Hawks have extended the lead to 3 with the beautiful Leonardo Espinoza goal here in the third. Goals have come in pairs for the last 4 for the Demon Hawks. Sandwiched around Brian Ariano goal for the Kings. Janderson Pereira, Joao Victor, Janderson Pereira again, and Leonardo Espinoza. His bookend goals to open, and now the latest. (5-2). Kings looking to avoid going winless in their first 5. It's not a franchise that's used to stretches like that. Been largely successful since their inception, but the season has not started the way that Manny Viel and company would have wanted, for sure. Long outlet pass. Ribeiro chests it back to the inside. Alan Carr. Now Sodal. Back to Ganga. His clearing attempt blocked. Comes down to Cerulli. Ribeiro on his back. Cerulli in between defenders. Able to wiggle out of it, but gives it away. Campos in space. Past the outstretched arm of Ganga, but not on frame. And then one back by Pereira momentarily. Alan Carr. His clearing attempt blocked. Out near the top of the penalty area. Pereira trying to secure it. Gives it back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro shot blasted into the back of the net. Demon Hawks on fire. 3 unanswered for the team from Des Moines, and they have spoiled the party here in Omaha. What a start to the second half. Ribeiro left alone at the top of the penalty area, knew exactly what to do with it, and it's 6-2. Loose ball comes down to Gallardo. Head for Zuckweiler. Zuckweiler back inside. Josue Jimenez has it plucked. Espinoza. Cuadros. Borges. Nacimiento. Espinoza. And a foul given for a high boot on Espinoza. There's Tariq Ganga, who came in to start the second half at keeper for the Kings. He launches it down the pitch. Zuckweiler couldn't control it off the wall, and now Espinoza in space. This is dangerous. Espinoza cutting to the inside, creates the space, puts it away. Hat trick, Leonardo Espinoza. That is a dangerous man. Leonardo Espinosa tallies 3 times already in this one. And watch out, Midwest Division. There's a striker in Des Moines. Seven to 2. Arellano pressuring Ribeiro. All comes free into Joao Victor, who races down the pitch. Victor lays it off. Pereira, the shot off the side of the wall. Comes over back to the side. Victor shoved off it. Back inside for Flannel. Flannel with Arellano making a run. Brian Arellano in the corner. Stuck between defenders. Looking for a way out. Doesn't have it. Here comes Joao Victor around the defender. Victor. Ganga with the foot save. Campos. Ahead for Espinosa. Espinosa lays it off. Played through the middle. Back to Espinosa. Cerulli clipped up off the wall. Stays in. Amaro inside Espinosa. Espinosa back to Ribeiro. Haroldo Campos. Campos lets it run on the foot of Espinosa. Flannel tackles him to the turf. Seems to be the most effective way to stop Espinosa from scoring goals right now is just to take him down. Borges will step up for the free kick. The visitors leading 7 to 2. Nascimento comes through for the shot from the free kick. Ganga was always behind it. Crossfield ball for Jimenez. Lira gets there first. Lira turning to the inside, looking for a shooting lane. It was blocked. Gallardo traps it. Ball squirts free, comes back to Morgan Penn. Penn, shot from distance. Nascimento was there. Pereira retreating. Finds support. Morgan Penn sliding challenge, wins it back for Lira. Lira yanked on the shoulder by Eddie Martinez, and it's a free kick coming to Omaha. Taken quickly, too quickly, says the official. And now a timeout coming for Omaha. Demon Hawks have come out of the halftime locker room firing on all cylinders. It was 4-2 heading into the break and 3 unanswered here in the third quarter as the Demon Hawks eyeing a happy return trip back to Des Moines. A 5-goal lead. They scored with 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Give themselves a 2-goal lead, and then the 3 here in the third. Espinosa, Ribeiro, and Espinosa again. It's not as though the Kings haven't had their chances. Couple insides of the post, one off the top frame of the goal, right inside the upper 90. And some open opportunities that have been missed. Could be a much closer affair than it is when one team has taken their chances and the other is not. And the team that hasn't is the home team. Murillo Cerulli standing over it out of the timeout, lays it off. The shot from Lira comes off low, and Cerulli has to play it back to Ganga. Ganga played forward, headed back. Pereira into the corner. The shot gets by Ganga at the near post, and Guilherme Pereira puts his name on the score sheet. It's an onslaught. The goals do not stop coming for the Iowa Demon Hawks. 5 unanswered. And with 2:52 to go in the third, it is a deep, deep hole for the home team. 8-2, Demon Hawks in front. Braga sent sprawling to the turf. Josue Jimenez to restart. Finds Braga in the corner. Braga trying to back in. Help defense comes. Cleared out. Well played. Back heel from Espinoza. Doesn't get past Jimenez. Flipped into the corner by Ganga. Zuckweiler tracking it. Trying to turn it inside. And then he hits the turf. Nothing called. Zuckweiler still with it. Wants to find a layoff. Gives it to Sodal. Sodal's touch lets him down. Flipped on. And then off the wall quickly by Jimenez. Morgan Penn tried to clip it to himself. He was too near the Demon Hawks bench, and it's out of play. 1:57 to go, third quarter. 8-2. Demon Hawks in front. Picked up by João Victor. Wow, what quick feet from Victor. Victor plays it off the wall. The rebound stays out somehow. Demon Hawks having fun with it now. Espinoza lays it back to Campos. Ribeiro. Very impressed with the foot speed of João Victor. He is one of the fastest players you're going to see on the ball. Ganga taking the space he's given. Plays it up ahead for Gallardo. Gallardo misplayed it off the wall, and it comes out to House Pires. Pereira. Cerulli trying to win it back. Pereira keeps hold of it. Santos. Santos, the shot blocked by Braga. Ribeiro. Back to his keeper. Sent in. Taken by Ganga. Time running short here in the third. Time running short on the hopes for the Omaha Kings. Lira trying to twist away. Unable to get it free. Horn sounds at the end of the third. Demon Hawks in a much better situation than they were 15 minutes ago. Leading by just 2. They've expanded it to 6. It's an 8-2 score line in favor of the Demon Hawks. We'll bring you the final 15 minutes after this break. 15 minutes left to play here between the Omaha Kings and the Iowa Demon Hawks. And the Demon Hawks have taken full control of this one, 8-2 as we start the fourth quarter. Demon Hawks in the yellow and black, Kings in the teal and black. And played up the wall. Alan Carr cutting to the inside, lost control of it. It's the story of the night. Santos turns it over to Braga. Ganga sends it ahead. Zuckweiler trying to post up. It's headed out. And that's off the head of Ribeiro and out of play. So golden opportunity here for the Kings. Alan Carr standing over it. 3 in the wall. Alan Carr takes the shot. It's off the side of the goal frame. And all the way out past the midfield stripe. Jimenez into the corner. Zuckweiler back to Alan Carr. Jimenez. Ganga all the way forward. And that's cleared out for a corner kick. Kings trying desperately to get themselves back into this one. Pressing on the gas pedal. Left for Lira, his shot stayed out. Once again, a close run thing for the Kings, but nothing doing. Turning shot for Lira is blocked. Lira comes flying through, wins it back himself. Lira charging into traffic. And a foul given on Manny Lira. Rainer House Perez down in a heap. In the end, it's a corner kick to Omaha. Manny Lira. Turning down the wall, Lira lost control. House Perez collects it. Now launches it downfield. He's trying to get it to Espinosa. Morgan Penn kept it away. Jimenez. For Ganga, dangerously. Ganga. Plays it across the field and being well off his line. That was a dangerous move. Here come the Demon Hawks. João Victor. Campos. Nascimento. Played in. Morgan Penn will clear. Brito. Jimenez. Ganga. Ganga sends it up. Zuckweiler turns, plays it off the wall. Back into the center, but nobody there. Crossfield ball for Victor. Espinosa. Back inside Victor. Morgan Penn slides through with the block. Cerulli up ahead to Lira. Lira trying to round the keeper. He cannot. He wanted a touch outside the penalty area, but did not get the call that he was wishing for. Reckless challenge. Gives the free kick to Omaha. Amaro the guilty party. This shot from distance. Rejected by Ribeiro. Sodal. Alan Carr's shot. Well wide. Almost 4 minutes gone. Kings have been on the front foot, but it's produced nothing on the scoreboard. Couple of chances, but nothing that's changed the complexion of this match. Cerulli. Played between defenders, easily claimed by the Demon Hawks goalkeeper. Ribeiro. Outlet pass, not there. Foul on Pereira, sends Manny Lira to the turf. Morgan Penn will step up. Zuckweiler heads it toward the goal. Knocked down by Jimenez, off the foot of Sodal, into the waiting arms of House Perez. Jimenez will play it back. Brito. Energy has been sucked out of this match by the scoring onslaught. The third quarter perpetrated by the Demon Hawks. And the defensive steadiness as well. Five unanswered goals. The Demon Hawks are controlling proceedings here in Omaha. Cuadros. Anga was down for it. Under 10 to play in the match. Ariano. Jimenez. Ganga. Taking the space. Ganga. Crossfield pass. Gallardo. Wanted to shoot. Too many bodies in the way. One of them, Corona. Ball out of play with under 9 to go. Penn. Penn shooting with his weaker left foot. Didn't really give himself much of a chance in that situation. Demon Hawks content to take as much time as they need. Espinosa with a hat trick already tonight. Santos. Espinosa. Borges back to Espinosa. Martinez in space. And a back heel flick from Santos nearly came off, picked up by Ganga. He wants to run with it himself. Ganga all the way down the pitch. And he shoves Espinosa into the wall, and that's a foul. Vitor Santos double teamed. Lira comes crashing in. Sodal claims it. Now Cerulli. Cerulli looking for the inside track and gets stuck from behind. And now numbers going forward. Pereira in behind, but a good recovery by Braga just to get enough on it to give Ganga a chance to come out and claim the bull, drawing the foul. Murillo Cerulli dumps it into the corner. Francisco Rivas ready to play it back inside. Cerulli, Lira, Rivas. Attempted volley was blocked. Lira keeping the energy up, wins it back off the end board and kept in by House Perez, and that's Janderson Pereira down on the pitch. Pereira looks to be in a tremendous amount of pain. Trainer's got the magic spray out. Pereira sitting up now. He'll come to the sideline under his own power. Under 7 left to play in this one. Demon Hawks 8, Kings 2. Changing goalkeepers. Thomas Gallagher comes on for the Demon Hawks. The night is done for Rainer House Perez. Gives up just 2 goals on the night. Good start to the season for the man between the posts for the Demon Hawks. And here's Gallagher ready to restart. Long throw. Crosses 3 lines. It'll be brought back. Alan Carr, the shot. Just missed it wide. Espinoza. Beautiful back heel for Joao Victor. Victor in a one-on-one situation. Cutting, twisting, turning. Ganga makes a nice save. Espinoza. Played off to the corner. Guilherme Pereira gives it back to Corona. Joao Victor. Taken out by Zuckweiler. Guilherme Pereira looking inside for Espinoza. He was cut off. And a shoulder into the back from Aaron Vasquez. Gives Omaha the free kick. Sodal turns it over to Espinoza. Ribeiro sent down into the corner. Ganga. Sodal can cross field for Penn. Played off the wall for Espinoza. Numbers for the Demon Hawks. Pass too far in front of Espinoza. Lira comes flying through to try and win it. Espinoza keeps control, and then he is chopped to the turf and a blue card coming. Manny Lira a little bit reckless with the challenge. And now he will head to the sin bin for 2 minutes. It's another power play for the Demon Hawks. Caio Brito served one in the first half. It resulted in a goal for the Demon Hawks. They are perfect 1 for 1 on the power play. And here we go. Pereira into the corner. Guilherme. Borges. Janderson. To the far side. The shot. And it was deflected. No, it was not deflected. It'll be King's ball. Eddie Martinez couldn't keep it down. And Tariq Ganga will restart with under 5 minutes to play in this game. Still a minute 44 to go on the power play. Assessed to Manny Lira. And a complaint about substitutions, and now Janderson Pereira has been sent into the bin for 2 minutes. So we'll be even strength for a minute 44. Each team down a man. And then for 16 seconds, the Kings will be on the power play. A lot of space out there on the pitch with 4-on-4. And Espinoza nearly got himself into some of that space. Sent down the floor. That's a 3-line pass. You can't do that. It'll come back. Four and a half minutes left. Still 8-2. Espinoza lining it up. Borges lays it off. And it's sent out. Ali Sodal. Penn drops it back. Ganga clipped ahead. Penn crunched between defenders and along the wall. Ball finally comes out. Espinoza will claim it. And it is a 5-minute yellow card assessed. To Janderson Pereira. And that is why you see that Demon Hawks are still on the power play for another 24 seconds. The yellow card doesn't come with a substitution penalty where you lose a player on the field, but the dissent penalty puts one of your players in the bin for 5 minutes. So the power play is about to expire. 2-1 and done now, as Manny Lira can come out of the box. Danny Zuckweiler will take his place, and we're back to even strength. Ganga out of his penalty area. He's tripped. Just over 3 minutes to go in this one. And it certainly looks like it's all Demon Hawks right now. Cerulli for Ganga. Alencar. I turned over. Campos staying with it. Santos back to Campos. A shot. Ganga just got enough on it to keep it out. Back to Campos. Joao Victor between defenders. Goes down again. And that has put Omaha over the fouls limit. No, simulation. Simulation is the call on Joao Victor. Excuse me. So Omaha wins the free kick. Time winding away here in the fourth. Neither team has been able to crack the scoreline. It's still a 6-goal advantage. Zuckweiler working in the corner between defenders. Now 3 yellow shirts around him. Finally gets it free. Out front, Alencar. Cerulli, the shot blocked by Gallagher. Launched up the field. Ganga plays it in to the bench. He was not in his own defensive third, however. So that is not the attacking restart. Twisting out of pressure, Joao Victor. Ariano got a foot on it to prevent him from getting in on goal. It's been a 3-goal night for Leonardo Espinosa, but Joao Victor has been outstanding. Jimenez. Rivas knocks it down. Back to Rivas. Ariano. Ariano past one. Victor comes to claim it. Alencar couldn't direct it on frame, and then the header for Rivas is up and over. Under 30 seconds left for the Kings, and it's going to be a disappointment for the home team, but a happy trip home for the Demon Hawks. They get the sweep of the Kings and Queens here on their trip to Omaha. The Demon Hawks women will have to stick around. They've got another match with the Queens tomorrow. The men will head back home because Minnesota Blizzard coming in to play the Kings tomorrow night. Quadros sends it away, and that does it. Final horn sounds, and the Demon Hawks improve to 1-0. They win their season opener here at the expense of the hometown Omaha Kings. The final score, 8-2. A big second half for the Demon Hawks, especially the third quarter. They score 4 and they shut out the Kings in the second 30 minutes. Demon Hawks outshot Omaha 25-13 and scored 5 unanswered goals. The match was 3-2 after Omaha's Brian Arellano scored with 3:27 remaining in the second quarter, and from then, Demon Hawks put this game in lockdown mode. It was all Demon Hawks in the second half. 3 goals tonight from Leonardo Espinosa. Great start to the season for the Demon Hawks forward. 2 for Janderson Pereira. Joao Victor added 1. Kike Ribeiro added another, and rounding out the scoring, Guilherme Pereira. For the Omaha Kings, a couple of blue cards tonight. Manny Lira and Caio Brito. Josue Jimenez and Brian Arellano, the only 2 to tally on the scoreboard tonight. And that drives the Omaha Kings record now back to 0-4-1, the one being the overtime loss that's worth 1 point in the standings. So first 5 no wins on the season for the Kings. They'll try to turn it around tomorrow night when they play the Minnesota Blizzard right here at Baxter Arena. The Demon Hawks are off for a couple of weeks after they've opened the season now, and they will be hosting Minnesota Blizzard on the 30th and 31st of January. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of MASL2 here in Omaha. Once again, the final score, Iowa Demon Hawks 8, Omaha Kings 2. My name is John Schreiner. Until next time, hope you've enjoyed Omaha